Good day, everyone. Checking out the tropical weather now. We're in the eastern North Pacific and we do have a named storm. Here we go. This is Tropical Storm Alita this morning. Now, Alita has 45 mile per hour sustained winds, central pressure 1,000 millibars. It's located 14.1 north, 106.5 west, and Alita is moving westerly at 7 miles per hour. We also have another one that looks like it may have a good chance. This is another disturbance. It's a tropical wave and it's located a few hundred miles south of Guatemala, and it's continuing to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Upper level winds are forecast to gradually become more conducive for development during the next several days, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the weekend while the system moves westward to west-northwest off the coast of southern Mexico. 2 days chance of forming 20%, 5 days 70%. And if you want to know the truth about it, Aletha probably will strengthen. This is my 2 cents worth, but it will weaken after a while, and I think this system right here might organize and be even stronger than Aletha turns out to be. So what's going on over in the Atlantic? Well, when we come over to the Atlantic, nothing. Zip zam bowie. Nothing is expected in the next 48 hours. So we will see what happens. We'll come down here and click 5 days just to see if anything's going on. And during 5 days, no new tropical cyclones are expected for the next 5 days. Okay, nothing forming in the next 5 days, according to the National Hurricane Center. So we'll turn on the GFS. This is the one that everybody really kind of looks at for the most part, and they'll see something and go, wow, like we got this low coming off here, and lots of rain for today. It's moving kind of faster, but we have a lot of tropical moisture that is going to be moving over Florida today, possibly tonight and tomorrow. There's that system there. We'll let it run through again right quick. You see it comes on off here, but let's do it like this. Let's stop it. You can see that rain coming over Florida today. This is just tropical moisture, nothing but rain, but you guys are going to be getting it. And we'll get this system to pop up down here sooner or later. Here we go. You can see it at the very bottom down here popping up. And this is on next Thursday, the 14th. Will it turn into something? Well, it's way too early to tell. But I'm just going to show you guys some things as it moves along. Looks like, now this is the GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, okay? GFS model only. Has it coming up over the Panhandle, going up into Alabama, swinging across the northern part of Georgia, going up into Tennessee, then coming across my state and boom, out in the ocean. That's what the GFS is looking like. Now, none of the weather places, National Hurricane Center or National Weather Service at this time, is even looking at this system to be any kind of a threat to anybody. There's Tropical Storm Alita. You can see it's got all the information about that. There's O5. All of these storms are somewhere else. It's none of the storms. That's the end of it. They're not watching the system as of right now that we just saw on the GFS. Now, this model is the GFS FV3. Totally different from the one you just looked at. Here is this right here. It's got winds of maybe 33 knots in it. It's not a tropical storm yet. It's looks like it's going to be a rainmaker wherever it travels. Doesn't have any at all tightly compacted isobars. Looks like it's going to ride up the coast, maybe come in the Panhandle, kind of like the regular GFS. Highest winds 35 knots. Then it has it coming over this way, kind of fizzling out. Winds dropping down, of course, as it goes overland. 23 knots, 20 knots, 25 knots on this side. got a high pressure over here. That's a difference in these models. Some have the high pressures in different places, and of course we got the steering current, we have the wind chill, and we have to look after all of that stuff as well. So now let's look at the European model. Now the other two GFS models have it showing up around. Now this is today's rain, has nothing to do with it at all. This is today's rain, and we will take all these lines off for the moment. The other two models, GFS models, had it showing up around the 14th. So this is the European model. We will go to around 7 a.m. on the 14th. There is a little something, but looks more like high pressure, huh? We'll go to 5 p.m. on Thursday the 14th. Boom! It is high pressure according to the European model. So let's move up to 3 a.m. Friday the 15th. We'll move on along. European model is showing nothing on this system whatsoever. We'll go as far as we can on the 15th right quickly, which is 7 p.m. that evening. And this is what it's looking like. Now, what does the European model show? Let's go back to today about the storms out in the Pacific. Quite a different story. Let's move up a tad. There we have Alita right here. Here's this other storm right here that has a chance of developing. You got all these little mesoscale thunderstorms. These are very severe thunderstorms where you see this little white, and sometimes you see them over the U.S. That's what causes these severe storms with the hail and the wind and all of that. But they've got to form and cluster up together and get wind circulation within a certain area to become a storm. So they're tropical of nature, but it's not a tropical storm. All right, we're going to move up to Tuesday, tomorrow, around 2 p.m. You can see the circulation here, but you can also see some circulation starting out here. Remember I told you I thought this one may become more than this one. Who knows, folks? We'll have to wait and see. Just like on the other system, that's coming up around Cuba over in the Caribbean Sea. We'll see if it affects us or not. Aletha now is looking pretty all together with the rain. We'll move up to Friday. We can see how these are trying to cluster together more, as I was talking about, and trying to get some center of rotation. Here's Aletha here for Friday. We'll move up to Saturday. This is 2 p.m. Saturday. This would be a much bigger storm than Alita. Okay? That's just my opinion. We'll go to Sunday around 5 p.m. This is just showing the rain. If all of this rain clusters up together, it would be a much bigger storm. We're still looking at the European model, and we'll go to Monday around 10 a.m. And now let's switch over right quick. I want to show you what happens to the GFS. Look at that. You can tell the difference. Look at all this clustering of the rain. And here's Alita moving up here, not looking like a whole lot going on. We'll go to Tuesday at 4 p.m. This is just rain. Let's check out the wind right quick. You can see that this next system has much more sustained wind. We'll go to the gust. What the wind gust is looking like, hopefully. Here we go. Not looking a whole lot different right now. We'll try one more time on the gust here. There we go. Yeah, Alita seems to be dying out, and this one seems to be getting stronger, and it's up around just offshore of Mexico, as you can see. So that's what the tropics are actually looking like right now. We'll bring this map down to size just a hair. Now, if we go back over to the European model with the wind, not change a thing but the models here, this is what the European model has going on with it. You can see Alita has kind of shrunk up. This storm is much bigger. This is the wind gust. regular winds, sustained winds. This is the sustained winds. And so far as the rain bands go, it still has this big trough of rain bands and some feeding up into it. Where Alita is kind of more or less like died out. We'll see if it happens or not, and I will keep my eyes on what's going on over in here. Okay, but as of now, it's not showing anything. Here we go for Thursday. One more quick time so you can see there's a little bit of rain on the European model, and we'll move it up to around 10 p.m. Thursday night. Still not a whole lot going on. High pressure. High pressure's going out this way. But if we switch right over to the regular GFS, boom, look what you got. Now, this rain may happen, okay? And the high's a little further offshore. That's what we'll have to wait and see. There's no way we can tell today. This thing is so far away. We've got to wait till the time draws much more near. So that's what it's looking like now with the tropical forecast today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Please subscribe, click the bell, check the little email notification thing when you click the bell. Make sure you get the notification sent to you, okay? Please comment, share, like, all the things you do. I appreciate it so much, and I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and may each of you have a wonderful, great day, and much peace and love to all.